from women who are regal and noble and supernatural, whose spines are always straight, whose legs are always crossed, who they're never profane, ever, but certainly not publicly. They're magnificent and coquettish and groomed in traditions of, being a debutante and being elegant, and I am none of that shit. And as a little girl, being in this family of women constructed that way, right? I thought I was doing woman-ness wrong, that there was something flawed about how I showed up in the world. The feminine template for me happened first through my mother, who is gentle and wonderful and nonviolent and always appropriate, and I'm looking at her and seeing her construction and feeling incredibly flawed, because even as a little girl, I didn't reflect much of that back. And it was into adulthood when I realized that, again, the business of womanhood, what's so cool about it is that it's in your handwriting. It should not be prescribed. So this is a poem that is really a reckoning with the juxtaposition between my mother and myself. Mama, women like you are impossible. There's no template for your kind of red ribbon resilience. My daddy did not have the right circumference to carry you, river woman. You were made of so much marrow. And he's so indulgent in geography, the mud on his boots always looked like departure. I wanted to love you as he should have, to reassemble your bones back into the flesh-born masonry that looked the most like heaven, to genuflect under your apron, swallow the psalms you poured into soup pots. Mama, women like you are mostly mythological, mountain-esque matriarchs whose stories we borrow from to keep some starch in our backs, stars in our eyes. I wanted to watch you swoon and puddle over when somebody who loved you epic brought you close and held you like they knew what you were for. Not the ones you pulled from the wreckage of their mostly titanic lives to cook grits for after sunset, to distract with sweet potato pie. Mama, you are impossibly woman. Your over-muscled grief, steaming in your own blood, the hooks of history that hauled you, head down and dripping in the arms you died in. Your resurrection songs lift the sky into my throat. When my daddy left, what color were the moans in your cheeks? When my stepdaddy beat you, what did you do? With the roar in your back, woman, you were bone and tidal blood, making biscuits in the morning. I have never known you to bleed out loud. The clenched-knuckled wailing that never made it past your ribs. You are every yellowing page in my notebook. You are all I know about women. I make up stories about the you I find in that one old photo album, every picture frayed at the edge. The wild in your eyes is a perch to fly from. Without the spill of daughters oozing from the yawn in your thighs, spinning prettily like a bee, you had a cigarette between two fingers, just honeyed in your soft, whimsical, right now womanness, when your body was new and unstoried, when your head did not dip below the dawn. Were you ever dandelion wine? Did you ever let your body be an altar? Did you ever let your pain spread out across your face? Let it be the dirge it is. I don't know how to live bloodlessly, mama. Everything in me is so profane and piled up. I am a red dress and an open secret. You have been a funeral procession. We are related by way of backbone. You are all I know of woman. And I'm nothing like you, Mama. You are all I know of woman. And I am nothing like you.